Imagine the person who was once your entire world. They betray you, they wound you, and then they simply move on. They treat you like a complete stranger. This creates a maddening silence. You are left alone to navigate the grief while they appear to carry no burden at all, effectively invalidating the entire history of your relationship. In the wreckage, the mind reaches for the most obvious explanation: deliberate malice. It feels like you are witnessing pure, calculated cruelty. But the psychologist Carl Jung proposed a different perspective. This bizarre behavior signals a terrifying internal battle they are losing badly. Mapping this hidden psychological breakdown allows you to move past the need for their validation and finally reclaim your sanity. This begins with the persona, the social mask we all wear. The person who hurt you is deeply attached to their mask as being a loyal friend or a good person. When their actions contradict this heroic image, the ego treats the discrepancy as a life or death crisis. To survive, the mind deploys a series of unconscious survival tactics. Defenses work overtime. Denial erases the event. Rationalization justifies it, and blame shifting labels you too sensitive. But buried guilt sinks into Jung's shadow, the psychic basement for our rage. These feelings fester, projecting chaos outward, accusing you of flaws they cannot tolerate. You became a living mirror, reflecting all their unhealed wounds. Rather than look at that reflection, they chose to smash the mirror. Sometimes we see this pattern repeat. The faces change, but the gut-wrenching dynamic remains the same. This cycle is driven by a concept called repetition compulsion. The unconscious mind acts like a heat-seeking missile, drawn to people who recreate our earliest childhood wounds. We return to these familiar pains in a desperate attempt to finally fix the outcome and get the love we were once denied. We might be drawn to their wildness to express our own repressed energy, or our weak boundaries may signal that our needs do not matter. Until this internal strategy is made conscious, the cycle continues. We mistake the chaos of trauma bonding for intense passion. Moving forward requires shifting focus away from the ego's demand for revenge and toward the soul's need for internal resolution. This transition begins with boundaries. These serve as sacred, non-negotiable containers of self-worth. Authentic forgiveness is a journey. It requires establishing distance, honoring your anger as a valid signal of being devalued, and understanding their psychological brokenness without excusing the harm. Remember that forgiveness is an internal mechanism to free yourself. It exists independently of the privilege of reconnection. From a Jungian perspective, that betrayal served a purpose. It shattered the illusions that previously kept you from your most authentic self. Your healing is the closure they can never provide.